Hey, what's up, air signs? It is super windy Saturday, which means I am here for you, each and every one of you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing a group message, an elemental message this week. Kind of dialing it back a little bit this week just because I had other things going on, and I'm kind of almost at a bit of a crossroads myself, I would say, regarding this channel and how I'll be proceeding with things. So by the way, those of you that are returning, welcome back, of course. But let me know in the comments if you miss having your individual sign. Let me know. I'd love to know what your opinion is on those matters, because it's very hard to get a concise direction with this. The channel's very, very, very much just kind of fallen off, and I don't get a lot of views, and then not a lot of comments either. I haven't met many great people, and that's certainly not a complaint. I don't mind that. It's not that I care about the growth or anything, but I want to deliver messages that are meaningful for your highest good and your highest outcome. And really, I just want to make sure my efforts are benefiting in some way, so even if it's a message for one person, it's worth it. But it's hard to know what's going on because it's pretty quiet. I don't see a lot of comments, so hopefully everybody's doing well. But let me know if you have any opinions on that. If you say no, I want my Gemini message, or I want my Aquarius message, or whatever. For whatever reason this week it just felt like it wasn't time to do it. But we'll get into it right now. Thanks for bearing with my rant, my ramblings. It's not really a rant. My thoughts. I'm sharing my thoughts with you, dear friends. Thanks for bearing with me. Curious creatures for the general energy. We'll be clarifying with the rider weight, and then get curious creatures for potential outcome. So without further ado, let's get into it. We did have this Nine of Swords pop out as I was shuffling there face up. So we're going with it. So we got Nine of Swords. We've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, interesting. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay, very interesting energy there. What's underneath? Four of Pentacles. There's this underlying... the Four of Pentacles is like you're guarding. It's an energy of being guarded, being protective, feeling afraid to move forward in something. You're feeling afraid to move forward in something. There may be, for many of you, something that you're envisioning, that you see that is going to bring about some happiness, a potential relationship beginning that could be long-term, very significant, very happy. And I think there's a fear of taking the chance, maybe, a fear of taking the leap to get into that, to start that, maybe. Maybe some of you feel like you don't know if you're ready for something like that. And that's an interesting scenario to be in, There's definitely... I don't know. Those of us that are in a more contemplative energy at this time may recognize that. Like, maybe there's one thing you have to recognize. I don't know why I'm saying this, but wherever you go, there you are. You are always going to be with you. And the interesting part about you is you are very dynamic in character. Everybody has the capacity to be their best on some level, or the capacity to be their worst on some level. And I think maybe there's a reservation because there's still quote unquote demons being battled, so maybe there's a fear of messing up the situation, or something of that nature, that you're going to screw it up, or that you're maybe not ready for it. I don't know. So that's a very specific message, but I feel like maybe for some of you, there's a person standing there, and you kind of just know. You kind of just know, but you're afraid to go. All right, and as I said that, look what came out. We've got the Four of Wands and the Lovers here. Yeah, it's like your soulmate is... Your soulmate's just on the horizon. and you're like, oh shit, I gotta get the Cheeto crumbs off me. I gotta clean up because I don't know if I'm ready for this, you know? No offense, by the way. Don't take offense to me saying Cheeto crumbs. It's a metaphor. Oh, Cheetos are good though. Man, I'd love to have some Cheetos. I haven't had any in years. I don't know about years. It's been a really long time though. Cheetos, damn. I want to get some of those flaming hot ones after this. Anyway, Four of Wands, the Lovers, and we've got Justice, Libra. So we have Gemini and Libra here. Okay, so that's two of y'all of the three, right? I think this is really interesting. I think this Justice is like a restoration of your confidence, of your happiness, and of your joy. We're going from this fear energy being caught up in your head with that Nine of Swords into being celebratory, involved with the new person, and really bringing about a restoration of balance in your life. Oh, that's huge. Wow. I got some, oh, look at this. The Fool is underlying the deck. That's so cool. Such a beautiful optimism here. Such a beautiful lust for life here. A brand new cycle. I love this. I feel like there's a new, for some of you, there is a brand new love just on the horizon, and that is just lovely. We love that. Actually, you know what's really interesting? The Fool is Aquarius energy. So all of you air signs, there you are. There you are, my friends. I love that. Oh, the moon's on the bottom. That's cool. Your deepest desires, your hopes, your dreams. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, we're clarifying the Ten of Cups now, and we got a little bit of that. We were on such a positive kick there, but we had the Seven of Swords that popped out here. So there's a call for tact, for strategy, perhaps. Hopefully that's what's going on. The devil's right there as I say that. Let's keep shuffling and see what's up. All right. The devil is an energy of binding or attachment, an unhealthy attachment perhaps. But it hasn't come out yet, so let's just keep rolling here. So we got Seven of Swords. And one more shuffle and we'll just pull cards. All right. We got Seven of Swords. We've got the Two of Wands. And we've got Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy there. Underlying the deck is the High Priestess. Cancer / Pisces, but really Cancer. Wink. Anyway, we got the High Priestess here. So, regarding the Ten of Cups, I would say the way this is looking, I don't see this as anything sneaky or deceptive. I see this as maybe an energy that you're taking on, which is that of being strategic, being tactful. The Seven of Swords, these swords being removed or being stolen or whatever is sort of an interesting idea because it's taking swords out. It's taking swords away from battle. It's also taking, and if you think of swords as like the suit of air, which is really like, it's the mental state and it's also communication. It's taking away, I think it's taking away language and a mentality that can cut, right? Because the Five of Swords is like an energy of really like arguments, right? That actually cut off people and create separation. There's 5 swords being removed here, which I think is really interesting. So there's definitely something to be said about that. Maybe that this new person, there's going to be some, initially there might be some things about them that are very polarizing, to you, which is great. I mean, opposites attract, and certainly there's a capacity for their strengths to kind of make up space for your weaknesses and vice versa, that to create sort of a more holistic thing. But I feel like that tact is really you being cautious as you approach this new person because, it's, obviously the tension can be high in those circumstances. But I do think that, I think you know what you're looking for, with this Two of Wands here. I mean, you're kind of, I think you know what you have in mind, certainly. And with Temperance, I just think, again, like I was talking about, sort of complementing one another in this situation. It's a call for balanced energy, right? It's a call to balance your emotions and your passions with your logic and reason. So what I think is interesting about the Temperance card here is that it's basically saying, like, yeah, regarding the Ten of Cups, it's like happiness is on the way. There's going to be a propensity to get, hopefully not sneaky. Be careful of that. Be mindful of that. Stay balanced in your energy as you're approaching this new situation. But I do think it's something that you've had your eye on, you know, something that means the world to you in a lot of ways. Something that means the world to you. That seemed very far off. I mean, the Two of Wands is also like almost about something in the distance, but I think it's closer than you think it is, my friends. I think it's also a time to just trust your intuition with this High Priestess on the bottom regarding a situation. So don't let the emotions run too high. Trust your intuition, and you know, I think things are working in the right direction for you. Now, regarding the Six of Cups, the Moon popped out here. So we had High Priestess and the Moon. This is Cancerian energy. So for some of you, maybe there's a Cancer. Maybe this is a Cancer that's coming forward. Sagittarius there as well, like I said. So that's interesting. But that is, again, your deepest desires, your hopes, your fears, your dreams. It's your inner world. And the Six of Cups, by the way, is about long-standing relationships and really the passage of like generational emotional energy, family energy, you know. In that card, we've got the mother elephant spending time with the baby elephant. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, and 2 more shuffles here. So there's a deep desire. What I'm thinking is basically there's a deep desire for your to have these kind of relationships. You know, I think you're looking for, a lot of you are looking to maybe to even start a family, things like that. I don't know. We've got the Queen of Wands here. This is interesting. She's knows what she wants, very passionate about what she wants, isn't really willing to compromise in that, and has a tremendous amount of confidence. So we have more fire here too. So Queen of Wands and Temperance. That's interesting. We do have a lot of fire. And then we have the Hangman. So, wow. All right. Yeah, what you are truly desiring, what you're truly chasing after is something I think you're insistent on. I think you've really begun to tap into what it is you truly desire. You know, what is the deepest desire within you. I think you're honing in on what exactly that is, more specifically. I think you're being insistent on it. I think you're being confident in your insistence on what it is you truly desire. And, you know, as you start to bring about your manifestation, you know, make your supplication to the universe, it's like you're insisting on something. You're insisting on something fairly specific in the sense of, like, what's behind it. So when I say specific, the interesting part about that is it's not always going to come in the package you anticipate, but the qualities of whatever that may be is something that you can be specific about. So just saying, it may not be a specific person necessarily, but there may be qualities associated with that person that might be what you can be specific about. And perhaps, you know, you never know, the correct partner might be right around the corner, exhibiting all those qualities and then some. You never know. It's very interesting how that works. Story time someday. Anyway, so the Hangman, I think part of this is basically suggesting that you've done your due diligence to try to see things from a different perspective. Again, like I was just talking about, you know, it may not be the specific person you think it is. It may be somebody that has the qualities of what you're finding attractive in that other person, you know, but maybe really coming in a better package. Oftentimes there's like something preceding, and it's almost like a little trick from the universe sometimes. We're like, here they are, you know. Are you going to overlook all the things that are you turning a blind eye to things that you know are going to be problematic, or are you going to say, no, I'm insisting, and allow the actual correct partner to come in? Sometimes you'll have, I don't mean this in any malicious way, but you'll have like almost like imposters that'll come out of the woodwork, and it's like you really do have to stand your ground and insist on your manifestation in the way that you are truly intending. Okay, You don't have to, when it comes to relationships, settling for less is a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for, painful endings, really. So I think that you've understood that. You've made yourself uncomfortable to gain enlightenment. So the Hanged Man is, gained enlightenment by being uncomfortable, in a sense, willing to be uncomfortable. So that could just be an insistence on, staying single, staying alone, whatever, and that's been uncomfortable. But you've done so in order to gain enlightenment and insist on what you truly want. So this is good. Blah, 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 blah. I'm saying a lot of words. I hope they're beneficial to you. I'm just talking your ear off today. Anyway, underlying the deck is the Five of Swords, which we talked about a little bit earlier with the Seven of Swords card. I think, like I was saying, the imposters, or not even the imposters. It sounds malicious. It's not. It's really not. But with the people that you're considering, if they're not truly what you really deeply desire, and I think you know exactly what that is, and if you don't, I would highly recommend doing some soul searching on that. The ones that aren't quite cutting it, it's okay to let them go. Cut them out of your. You can cut them out. You don't need to keep going on dates with somebody if they're not a good fit, if they're not a good match. It's like, okay, well, happy trails, my friend. Have a good time, but you're not for me. It's okay. You can send them away. Listen to what I say. Or go mold clay and eat hay by the bay. I'm so sorry. Let's get a potential outcome for you, air signs, and then I will send you on your way. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video is resonating, and if it is and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, of course. If you liked it, hit the like button. I appreciate that. And like I said earlier, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this format versus the individual signs, whether or not you like collective messages and all that. Let me know what your tarot forte is. That said, my intention with tarot is to help you see something from a perspective that you need to see it as, so that you can kind of fix whatever's going on in your life and sort of move on your way. I don't really want people to be... I think being dependent on tarot or being addicted to tarot on YouTube is sort of... you got to be careful. My intention here is to hopefully reflect something to you through these cards that you need to see so that you can move on with your life. Tarot is it's like a doctor's visit. So hopefully we're not going to the doctor every day for years on end. Okay? Because there's something wrong if that's the case. All right, one more shuffle here and we'll get into it. Thanks for bearing with me on my opinions and rants. Okay, now we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Four of Wands. Something beautiful is coming for you. King of Wands. We have the King of Wands out with the Queen of Wands, by the way. So there is some kind of, I feel it's strongly a divine counterpart, right? Oh, look at this. The Queen of Wands. You're kidding me right now. So the Queen of Wands is out twice, but we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Underlying the deck is the Four of Wands. Wow. Air signs. Okay. You have here a divine counterpart within the King and Queen of Wands. You have the Ten of Pentacles. This is legacy energy. This is an energy of generational wealth. It's really like it's your legacy. It's your life's legacy. Ten of Pentacles is massive, obviously. Boy, that's so beautiful. And then the Four of Wands underlying is literally a card of celebration. Some people feel that the Four of Wands can represent marriages, and I agree. And by the way, the Four of Wands is out twice here, so there could be something coming down the pike that is truly a life partner for you. Somebody that you're going to celebrate life with, somebody that you're going to build a legacy with. Somebody that you're going to be very passionate with, because the Wands suit is fire. It's the suit of passion. So very, very passionate energy here. I don't know where fire might lie in your charts individually, of course, but take that into consideration, and also into consideration of the person you may have your eye on, of course. However, I wouldn't let that stop you. If you know in your heart that somebody is the right person, obviously if they're not a fire sign, like, who fucking cares? It doesn't have to be their sun sign, okay? So just all you need to understand here is your passions are aligned. This is a divine union of two individuals that are aligned in their passions and building a legacy together. So, wow. Okay, air signs. I'm going to stop talking your ear off because I think this is really incredible energy. I don't think I need to say more about it. So, best of luck with this energy. Truly, what a blessing. I love this. I hope this comes to pass for each and every one of you. That is your choice, by the way. How you act, how you proceed with this information has more to do with it than anything else. You know, it's not necessarily fortune telling because you have free will. You are a co-creator of your reality. So it's going to require action on your part. You know, you're going to have to get away from this fear that we had at the beginning and really be emboldened to take the steps we need to take to, you know, to really step into this energy of finding your soulmate, you know, your true, like, potential, quote unquote, divine union, right? That's beautiful. So, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next week. Until then, again, best of luck with this, and I will see you next Saturday. Super windy Saturdays every Saturday for you, my friends. Take care and have a beautiful week.